Yeah. She's smiling very big right about now. And I'm actually smiling bigger because this is going to be a fun episode because she gets a chance to really break down why some women may not be fun to be in a relationship with.
Well, why would I be smiling about that? I'm actually for us. I'm trying to help us to be able to be fun to be in a relationship because I had some of these traits. I know that. And I wish somebody would have told me, okay.
Sure did.
You don't have to nod your head.
Look, I got
No, stop.
Okay, go ahead.
Because he's sidetracking again because he got these little donuts. But anyways, he made me lose my damn train of thought.
No, I'm ready to get into this because I got some thoughts on this as well. But I'm really glad that you brought this up as a woman.
Why he said that because he didn't want to have to bring it up because he didn't want to get beat up.
I'm just saying.
No, sometimes the truth hurts, but I really wish some woman would have told me, pulled me aside and been like, okay, listen, this is what you need to know before you be in a relationship because we may not be fun to be in a relationship with.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, but you can be very fun. And this woman right here to my right is super fun to be in a relationship now.
I knew you was going to say that. So
let's get it popping, man. Perfect Pair podcast happening right now. And I got these donuts I'm going to go ahead and get started on. So, never mind me. Let's get it started.
And he's so rude because I'm like on this little diet because I'm trying to lose these last little 10 pounds. And he just puts these donuts in my face. And I want one really bad. And it takes everything in me not to eat one. But anyways. Okay.
So let's go.
Let's just start.
Excuse me. Hold on.
I have my notes too, y'all. So just in case if y'all see me reading because I need it to be
a podcast.
specific
We keep it
about
real.
what I'm talking about. Okay.
We keep it real. But I want to forgive. I want y'all to forgive me if I'm smacking into my, I'm eating while we're doing this podcast, but a brother hungry right now.
Oh my gosh.
And we want y'all to continue to subscribe, download, click the little bell alert, because that gives you the quickest response when we drop a new episode every single week. Go follow the YouTube, all that good stuff. Same thing, subscribe, download. Leave your 5-star reviews. Please, we love those.
Thank you.
All right, let's get it popping.
Okay, so first I want to talk about is stop going into these relationships with your insecurities, expecting your man to make you secure.
Ooh.
No, like this is so serious. We have all these insecurities and we're expecting our man to be the one to secure us for all of this. If you're lacking confidence, if you're the one that's you're a victim of trauma that you've been through. I'm talking about even childhood and everything. I'm saying this because I did this to myself. If you're always critical of yourself, you're always blaming yourself, you're this victim all the time, you have to take care of that before getting into that relationship. That is not your man's job, your wife's job, or your boyfriend, girlfriend's job. That is not their job to make you feel secure. That is one thing that I've always told my daughter. Well, I've started telling her now since I've learned my lesson is your dad can't make me happy. That is my job. Only thing he can do is make me happier. Period. That's the only thing he can do is make me happier. And I know when I came in, I was expecting him to make me happy and wondering why he wasn't reading my mind and all this stuff and understanding where I'm coming from. Like, I'm expecting, let me tell you something. If you're expecting him to do something for your birthday, because I was one of those. And
come on now.
No, seriously, I was one of those, like, he knows me by now. He should know what I want. He should know what I like and this is and that. And then he comes with something that is nothing that you would even think of liking. And you're looking at him like, really? Now you're all devastated. Now you're all upset again because he didn't do what you wanted him to do in your mind. Well, all you have to do is tell him. Did I talk about it last week about how I had to just go ahead and tell him I want something because he just wasn't catching none of the hints?
Absolutely.
Or you gonna still be in your feelings? Like, I'm so serious.
And y'all still talking about that doggone episode last week. Like,
no,
for real. Really, y'all? Really?
Y'all, they are. Because we was at our son's baseball tournament this past week and yesterday.
All the parents.
Parents were saying, we saw the video. I was like, oh my God. They can't even look at him to say.
I'm like, thanks, babe.
That's okay. But the point I'm making is that you cannot put your happiness and everything that you need to work on yourself in someone else's hands because now you're just going to be hard to be around.
See, I'm glad you said this because as a man, if I bring this up, oh, there you are. I'm not good enough for you. And you always got to have one. And it becomes kind of a male chauvinist type situation.
It does.
It's just being real and honest. And if you can't make yourself happy, if you ain't secure with yourself, then how you expect someone else to make you happy? It's pretty much what you're saying.
Exactly. And one day this is what was happening for me when you told me. I was trying to. First of all, I walked into this and got my feelings hurt.
Sure did.
I think I told the story before. Really, Rocky?
I know what you're about to say.
So,
hold on.
We was at the mall.
Let me enjoy another bite of my donut.
Go ahead. We were at the mall. I don't know if I told you, but I did. I'm going to just tell it real quick. We was at the mall. I was wanting to wear it. I saw this little two-piece thing, and I was like, oh, my God, I want to wear this. I said, but I'm not ready to wear this right now because my stomach ain't together. He was like, yeah, you ain't ready. You got to get in the gym. So I'm like, Rocky, really? The fact that he still laughs at it, I just want to punch him. But I was like, babe, are you serious? And he was just like, I'm agreeing with you. I mean, you said. So I was in my feelings. I was so upset. And then like literally in my feelings for like a few days, almost a week probably, I would say. And then I was like, now I'm trying to lose weight for you so you could think I'm pretty, this and that. I don't know everything he said, but what I took away from that one little argument I would say we have, he was like, don't do it for me, do it for yourself.
Come on now. And see, another lesson to this is, don't be afraid to be honest with each other. And
right.
It's not personal. Because you don't want to lie to you all the time.
No, but when I say y'all have to be ready. Listen, you got to be ready. Because when you say you want them to be, I hate when I hear, girl, I want you to be 100 with me. Like, what? Okay.
That's it.
I told my daughter got her feelings hurt by her little friend because he's talked about her nose. And she was just like, what did he say? I said, because we're in this phase where we think we're so beautiful because you tell us we're so beautiful. So right. I get it. You tell us we're so beautiful. So we want to continue to be that. So the first time you say any flaw about us, we're going to be like, so now we're ugly.
No.
But listen, you know where that comes from? From your insecurities. Because if you were secure within yourself, you will understand that he's just stating something is wrong at this moment. Doesn't mean it's horrible. You can fix it. But he's just saying, you got something on your nose. It don't look too good. You might want to check on that. Right. And it was just because she had little blemishes. That's what, it wasn't even I think she had like acne on it. And it's going to go away.
Listen.
But you can't get in your feelings. And I had to get out my feelings because I wanted to lose the weight. I said, babe, do you think? He's like, yeah. And I asked him again, this is a bad thing about it because later on that night, he's in the tub. I asked him again, so babe, do you really think I should be working out and stuff? He said, yeah, you could go start working out. I'm at 3 times a week. Like, are you serious? Yeah. But it was my fault.
You walked into it.
I did. It was, and I realized that now. At the time, I didn't. I felt like he was so heartless. He was mean, and he didn't think I was beautiful. But then again, that was me dealing with my own insecurities.
Okay, now, fellas and women, there's a balance to this. Okay, yes, you can't just keep harping on the flaws. You can't keep harping on, the things that can be improved. You got to praise. You got to compliment the good things as well.
And we have to learn to accept it. And when they are saying it, because when he did try to come back and say I was pretty, I was like, you liar. Like, I just knew he was lying. Like lies, and lies.
There go the insecurities again.
Right.
And you can't blame me for that.
Right. Again, so we got to start looking at ourselves. This is just for us women. Ladies, let me understand. I'm going to let y'all understand something. We are going to get on these fellas next. But I just want to work on us first. So we always got to look at ourselves before we can look at somebody else.
You don't get on our necks or nerves?
Oh, both. Probably both. But just, we going to get on y'all next.
Our next
episode.
Okay. You going to get on us?
Yes, next.
Okay,
right.
Got you.
Okay. Another thing is respect this man's space.
Ooh-wee. No, that deserves another bite of the donut right there. Repeat that for those that didn't understand what you just said.
Because respect his space. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't think I've ever really done this to you. This is just me personally, but I know some of my friends that do it. Is, sometimes we can be overwhelming when a man is starting to kind of retreat a little bit and his mood is changing. What's wrong? Why you want to talk to me? Why you want to talk to me? And it makes him be like, oh my God, shut up. Because it may not always be you. It may not always be you what the problem is. And most of the time, it's not you. And most men that I've learned, and this is what I grew up around, and this is what I do with myself, there's an issue that I'm dealing with at that moment that I'm just trying to figure out how to handle it and how to get stuff all worked out. And that's something that I noticed about you. Even when, when we was dealing with a lot of stuff, when you first lost, what did you do? Oh, when in Atlanta, when you left Atlanta to start coming back here. So he was just trying to process and figure out what his next steps were. But he was like real quiet. He wasn't really kind of communicating. He wasn't really talking as much. I could have easily kept nagging him, but I didn't. And I think it's because I understand that he was processing a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And when you keep nagging this man, it makes him not want to talk to you. It makes him want to just, like, get away. And most men just do that when they're trying to process it. And they're not always mad at you. And it's not because of you why their mood is changing. It's because of the situation, their circumstances that they're trying to make better for you and him. That's
a good point. And let's stay there for a second because let's talk about this nagging thing. Because so many people get confused about this word nag.
Yes.
And we as men, we get beat up a lot because we have feelings too. Right.
And it's just how you're dealing with your feelings.
Right, absolutely. So, as a man, we're supposed to be, don't nothing bother us. We good, we men, whatever. But we got feelings as well. So if we say something about anything, sometimes that can be confused with, I'm saying that you're nagging me or whatever.
Right.
Versus just, wait, maybe I'm going through something right now. So just give me, like you just said, give me my little time, give me my moment. Let me kind of get everything processed. So we don't fall out and start a whole nother argument or whatever.
Right.
But the hard part is recognizing that.
Yes.
See, you recognized it.
Right.
And if you didn't recognize it, then that would have led to something, and now we would have been going like this.
Right, and it's probably because I always need my moment. So I understood.
So how do you recognize? How did you recognize that? Like,
I mean, as soon as you start, when I would ask you, is everything okay? And you would just say yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go back to working and like, I'm okay.
And you knew
and I knew it was more, and I knew I didn't do anything. And
then
I would ask you, is it me? You was like, nope, it's okay. I'm working it out. I was like, okay. And just kind of respected your space enough to where I was like, I'm here to support you. I was supporting him, but supporting him from a distance.
Right.
And when you support him from a distance, that means a lot to them.
Huge.
And they know, and when they come back around to start to tell you what everything is, and then you're receiving it, you're listening. You stop and you listen to him. Whether you agree with him or not, stop and listen to him on what he's saying he's done and what he's gonna do, why he was being so distant with you, and understand where he's coming from. And when you start to do that, you start to communicate better. And even if he was wrong, now you can tell him, well, babe, I don't think this is a good idea. He's more willing to listen to what you have to say.
Message. You preaching today, Jack. Shoot.
Shut up.
My boo mama preaching today.
Here you go. Okay, we're going to get on you too. Just so you know, we're going to get on the men next episode. No, but anyways, but that's true. No, I'm a better woman for it, and I'm okay with this.
That's important. That's some great information, man, because a lot of women don't think that we got feelings. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
and they do. Same way we need our emotion, our moment, the same way we want our space and we need a break, so do they. They need a break as well.
I earned my moment.
And
you know
speaking
what I'm saying?
of break, being too clingy can push your man away.
Ooh.
Like too clingy. You're so clingy, like being clingy to him and rubbing and want to be next to him all the time is okay, but too much can be too much.
Too much, if anything, it can be bad.
Right. And it's like, if you're that woman where when he says he's about to go hang out with his friends or he's just going on a dinner meeting and you're steady calling him and texting him and calling him and texting him what are you doing? Because now your anxiety's going bad because you got to be next to him and you don't understand or you don't trust him.
That deserves another bite right there.
You don't trust him. That is one of the easiest ways to push a man away from you because he cannot get away. He can't get away. He can't have a moment to himself. That is like frustrating. I used to have a friend that was real clingy. I'm like, you got to figure out something else to do with your life. Like it can't be all about him. I hate to say that when they say my husband's my world. Like, I love you, but you can't be my world.
Right.
Like, and I know some people may take that wrong and may say that's bad for me to say, but you can't be my world. Like, you can't be my everything to where I can't take care of myself. I can't see my kids. I can't live my life. I can't live in my purpose and do what I need to do so I can be a better wife for him so we can live in this world together.
See, you got your own world.
Right.
Krystal has a world. Rock T has a world. Now we bring our worlds together to orbit around each other. You see how I did that?
That's cute.
Our worlds are orbiting around each other.
You did that. That was good.
Shoot, that deserves another bite of a donut right there.
Oh, my God. The next one I want to talk about, I've said this a lot of times. Stop letting ourselves go because we secured the relationship.
Ooh. Uh-oh, you finna make some people mad now.
I know. Like, if you were getting your nails done and you would put on makeup, you always dress with the updated fashion, or even if whatever it is you were doing at the beginning, please still do that. If you was waxing all up underneath there, please keep doing that. Like, why stop? Like, why are you stopping? Because that's what attracted him to you.
Message.
That is what he loved. That's what he smell good. You know he likes you to smell good. Smell good. Stop going and just putting soap and then getting to bed and look at him crazy.
Don't you come to bed all sanctified and funky.
Oh my God.
Smelling like who know what and what then did what.
You want to make sure you keep stimulating him. Like, you want him to look at you like, oh my God, she's beautiful. Oh my God, I want to come home to that. And then I say this because if you continue to do that, when he sees someone else that's beautiful, it won't really bother you because he knows what he has at home.
Come on now. There's nothing. Oh, that's a good point.
And then there's nothing. And that's another point. I don't think it's anything wrong with him looking and say, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. Oh, she was nice. She looks pretty. I don't think that's anything wrong. The reason why I'm saying I don't think that's anything wrong, if he's not over there gawking and staring over her and mouth watering.
Disrespecting.
That's disrespectful. If he's not window shopping or trying to order off the menu and trying to get him some. If he's not trying to, if he's trustworthy, you know he's not one of those kind of men. Why are you tripping? Just relax. It's okay. And if he is all those things, why are you with him?
Oh.
I'm like, seriously, if he's all of those things, why are you still there? You shouldn't even be with somebody that you have to constantly be worried about this stuff.
Yeah,
you need to leave.
Yeah, because if you generating so much stress in your own head because of what you think is going on, then you know that's some issues you got to deal with.
Right.
You follow me? Now, if there's some history there, okay, that may be a little different, but you still got to conversate and talk that part out, because if you decided to stay, either way,
right?
You know, y'all talk it out, and bygones got to be bygones, and you got to move on forward. You can't bring stuff up in the past. You can't say, well, you did this before.
Episode,
that's why I feel the way I am now, because you did it before. You'll do it again. Well, okay, you might as well go ahead and just go on your separate ways, because if you're going to keep bringing it up, it does you no good.
At all. And also, ladies, let me tell you something. I hate this too. We're not always right.
Ooh.
Really, Rocky?
Oh. I gotta dance with that one.
He's so stupid.
Whoa, damn, I gotta dance with that one.
We're not always right, and it's okay to admit when we're wrong. Just accept it and move forward. And another thing that leads me to my next point is, you can't love this man the way you want to. You gotta love him the way he wants to be loved. The same way we want to be loved, the way we want to be loved. You have to pay attention to him. If you pay attention to your man, you study him, you listen to him, you understand him, he's going to tell you how he wants to be loved.
Woo! Shelly Sugar Doo-Wops is preaching this morning. I like this episode. I'm going to just hush. I ain't going to say nothing. Just
Rocky.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
No.
Keep on.
No, I'm being serious. And like we always say, we want to say the love language. We preach on love language. But you can't say his love language is touch. I can't say, okay, as long as I touch him, we good. No, you got to understand, what kind of touch does he like? Just because I touch his shoulder doesn't mean that's it. It got to be, he likes to be rubbed. You got to understand when he likes to be touched and when he doesn't like to be touched. It's more to just learning the love language, but understanding about the love language they have and understanding what they want from that type of love language.
Ladies, I hope y'all listening to this. Fellas, enjoy it. Now,
really, Rocky?
Now, I don't want the fellas to be like, yeah, babe, you need to step your game out. Don't start no arguments.
Please don't.
Just take the information that we're giving you in this episode and y'all just discuss it. Because this is a two-way street.
Right, it is a two-way street, but I'm really talking to women because I'm saying this is a lot of things that I was dealing with and I wish some people would have told me.
Right. Like
beforehand. Because that's what I'm saying. It could go both ways. Everybody can listen to this, but it's us women. I've been talking to a lot of women lately, and just FYI, my daughter and I are starting a program for young women about this, about being secure with who you are. And this has a lot to deal with that, because we're not secure within who we are. We take situations and tough situations the wrong way. I tell my daughter all the time, when I started being secure with who I was, if your dad said he didn't like an outfit that was on me, it was just like, oh, okay, he don't like it, I can move on. Like, I don't care, I like it. It's I'm gonna wear it. Or, you're right, babe, I probably shouldn't wear this outfit. But if I was insecure at the time, I would have taken it as I'm ugly. He doesn't like me. Nothing I wear is good enough for him. I would have cried. I would have this. So I'm not saying situations are going to go away and nothing's going to happen. Stuff is still going to happen, but how you handle it will be so different. You won't go so far left.
Come on
You'll
now.
stay kind of in the middle and go back right.
Let me
That's
tell you
how
something.
I feel.
Now, how does that make you feel? Now that you've gotten to this point in your life?
Oh, I feel so much better. Like, it's such a relief. And a lot of stuff is off my, like, all this weight is lifted off my shoulders.
Right.
And it's just, I just feel so much happier. It's not a big deal. You're going to start to realize it's shit just not that serious. It's just really not that serious. All he said is he didn't like the outfit. I tell him all the time I don't like his outfit.
All the time.
Right.
All the time.
All the time.
Like most of them.
No. When he dressed himself, I half the time I don't like it.
Yep.
When I dress him, I love it.
Yep.
But it's the point, like, he's so secure within who he is. He's not like making it seem like I hate him, because I don't hate him.
Pretty much.
I don't, and I love what he does. And I'm okay with the way he dresses himself every now and again.
Listen, I just like being in a t-shirt
Yes,
and some shorts
that's
and some
all he
slides.
likes. And I'm okay with it most of the time. Sometimes I'm like, babe, come on.
I
put on
dress
some
up
clothes.
when it's time to dress up, when it makes sense to dress up, wherever we going. Other than that, man, I'm chilling.
Okay, so my next point. Women, we being independent. It's okay to be independent, but you also, if you're too independent, why is this man here? Why do you want him here?
The conclusion is coming.
Right.
It was the climax.
No.
Now the conclusion.
But why? I have actually a little bit more, but why? Like, we're so independent to the point where we don't want him to say anything, do anything, and do what you say, this and that. Then you want a child. You want to raise somebody. You need to go adopt a kid. You need to go big brother, big sister somewhere where you can start telling somebody what to do, because you are so independent, you won't even allow him to even help you. He can't help. He can't do anything. So it's like, it's okay to be independent, but it's okay for him to feel needed, because men want to feel needed, I think.
Absolutely. But can I say something?
What?
Y'all may get mad at me for saying this, but I got to say it. A lot of that comes from a mother or a grandmother that told her, you don't need a man. A man doesn't define who you are. Okay, there's some truth to that. But when that's all you've been taught as a young girl growing up, that don't let no man do, don't let, when you're always dogging out a man.
Right.
And that's all you think in your head is, a man is a dog. A man is no good. A man is going to hurt you.
He ain't going to tell me to run my life.
Yeah, a man's going to break your heart. A man, all this negative stuff about a man, that's where that comes from most of the time.
It does. It does. And you have to try to break the generational curse, because if your grandma was by herself and your mama was by herself, guess what? You're most likely you're going to be by yourself.
If you hang around 5 broke people, you're going to be broke person number 6.
Okay. This is another one. I've said this about relationships, but you got to stop comparing your husband to your friend husbands.
Ooh, the comparison game.
Yes.
Yeah. We got a whole episode talking about stop comparing your relationship to other people's relationships. But
really comparing your husband to someone else's husband, what you're going to do is going to start making him feel uncomfortable, because now he has to act like someone else and not himself.
Robot.
So now he goes into a robot. Then guess what that leads into? Lack of intimacy. The intimacy is not there because he can't be himself. You're so busy trying to make him be someone else, because you're comparing him to this other husband, what this husband does, what that husband does. You make him not want to.
And you're messing with his ego. Right.
Because there's a difference between constructive criticism and destructive criticism. Did I say that right?
Absolutely.
I did. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I did. There's a difference between that. And you can damage a man's ego and pride when you, just him being a man, when you keep comparing, because it's like he's not doing enough.
Right.
He's not good enough.
So if your mate, your man, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever, wherever you're at in your relationship, okay, now if he's lazy, trifling, ain't trying to do nothing with his life, ain't trying to do nothing, ain't raising his kids, he just straight out a deadbeat dad or whatever you want to call it. Okay, there's still a way to talk to that dude.
Right.
Without beating him up so much.
Right. You want to inspire him.
He's already at the bottom. So, yeah, exactly. Inspire him. Find the words. And if you don't know what those words are, go get some counseling and ask.
Right.
How should I approach this situation so I can motivate my man?
Yes.
So I can inspire my man to want to do better for himself.
And this what leads me to my last point that I really want to talk about.
Bring it on home.
Is many of us, we're not as inspirational as we think we are. We're thinking we're inspiring our husband and we're not, because we're stuck in our comfort zone. Listen when I say this, because I have anxiety, but I'm jumping with my husband right now.
Let's go, baby.
But you're so caught up in your comfort zone that you're not willing to take risks. He's out here hustling. He's really getting out here. He's learning more. You're not really wanting to learn more. You're steady staying still, wanting to be on social media, being everybody's business, doing other stuff, not really understanding like what your husband's doing and trying to grow with your husband, grow with your man, grow with your spouse. And then also just you lack so much confidence in trying to move forward and trying to embrace new opportunities. What you're going to end up doing, he's going to grow away from you instead of with you.
Ooh. Deep. Oh.
Like seriously, because he's trying to do better. He's moving forward. He's doing things and you're standing still. He's gonna leave you. It's like he's gonna let you off on that elevator stop that you want to get on, and he's gonna continue to climb.
Come on. Hey, Dr. Phil, look out. My wife is preaching.
I'm just serious. And I'm saying again, because of me, I know I've done this. I've been afraid. And I don't want to do that. We good. Why? But you can't. Because what he's going to do, you're going to hold him back. He doesn't want to be held back. So then you're going to be mad because somebody else is going to step in your shoes because they're going to show him inspiration and want him to keep driving and keep going and be better. And he's going to lead.
Man, this may be our best episode of all time, for real. You're preaching right now, but you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
And I'm not coming from a male saying, yeah, that's right. You making sense. You got facts behind every point that you making right now.
He's so hype, he knocking his mic down.
Shoot, you got facts, man.
No, it's really facts, and I'm saying that because I'm living it. I've done it. I've been through it. Most of these, it was me, and I just want you women to learn and understand that our insecurities is our problem, our issues. We have childhood trauma. I dealt with childhood trauma. I've dealt with abuse. I've dealt with all kinds of stuff, and I had to handle that. And once I got a grip to that, everything has been amazing between my husband and I.
Absolutely, man. And if you guys, just new to the podcast, we got episodes talking about everything that she just mentioned. So you can go back and listen to a lot of those episodes. Babe, this was good. This was amazing. No,
I'm so hyped. That's okay. We're going to get on the man next.
Exactly. I know it's coming. It's always coming. But the whole purpose of this podcast is to share our stories, give you our thoughts and opinions, and hopefully you can use whatever. You can take some crumbs here, take some crumbs there that can help inspire what you guys are doing in your relationships, personal and business as well. So, man, that's it.
That's it.
Don't tell a friend and tell a friend. Say, if y'all ain't heard or listened to this week's episode of Perfect Pair Podcast, ooh-wee, something the matter with you.
Yes.
Download, subscribe, continue to drop the reviews, man. Click that little bell, that little alert so you can get it every time we drop a new episode every week. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you, and we want to hear from you on our social media, DM, shoot us an email, perfectpairpodcast.com. We got plenty of ways you can contact us. Let us know what you thought of this episode, and if you have anything that you want to say back to us, we answer all our emails, so we good. There it is. Deuces. Finish this donut right now.
Oh, my gosh.
But pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, billy goats and girls and bats and everything else.
Why do you do that? Just say ladies and gentlemen, or just say hi. We are here to tell you guys where to subscribe.
Why are you talking like that? You don't even talk like that. Talk
I know,
yourself.
Because I'm waiting for you. Okay.
Subscribe.
Okay. Subscribe. Please listen. You will not be sorry.
Did you just fart?
No. That's your breath.
Oh, comeback time.
Bye.